Hey everybody, welcome to Geeks vs. Geeks. It's been a while that we've done an unboxing video, a really video of any kind. So it's about time that we get back right into it. And today we have the expansion of Villainous, Disney Villainous, Wicked to the Core. Now last year, 2018, in the summertime, Ravensburger released the original version of Villainous, which is a worker place game for 4 players, and with this expansion we will be able to go up to 6 players, or you can play this by itself with 3 players as a standalone, which is very nice. This means if everybody jumps in here, they're not really stuck with something they can't use, and of course they can expand all the villains in their arsenal while playing. One of the things that stood out with the original Villainous coming out, that in the booklet immediately they were asking people what villain they would like to see next, and they gave a choice of different villains that you could have, and one of them is my favorite other than Prince John, and that is Hades. What you see in the back has been added together with Dr. Facilier and the Evil Queen. So it's a unique variety, and of course there are many more villains to go, so who knows what will follow next. This is not a gameplay video, obviously. We'll do a little bit of that as well. I just wanted to show you the unboxing. So let's open this baby up. Let's see what we have inside. And of course we start straight with the instructions. Let me turn that around for you. And that will say it's 2 to 3 players, ages 10 and up, which is great. It's a good family game. If you have the patience, it can take 40 to 60 minutes. It depends a little bit on when you reach your goal, and learn how to watch a video to learn how to play, which is very useful. The booklet is pretty much equal to the one in the original game, but obviously since this is also a standalone, it's important that everything is explained again. In the back, it advertises the original game and tells you about how to mix games. Alright, next we have the different tokens. They're always very unique. They're stylized. They're not exactly the character that they represent, but this is the one for Hades, I presume. Very nice. The one in the middle is easy. We definitely know who that is going to be. That is our Evil Queen. And that leaves Dr. Facilier. I might say that wrong, but the doctor from Princess and the Frog, I believe is the movie. The voodoo priest, that would be him. You see the skull right there. This pack contains little guides. Just like the original, each character has a little guide with it that will help you figure out what is the best way of playing your character. And it gives you kind of hints on what you need to focus on in order to achieve your goal. And why is that important? Because each character plays differently. Each character has its own goals, its own play style. And there's Hades. Very nice. So these guides help you, and as a player you can have those on your table at any time. Then there's also an explanation of all the action symbols, things that you can do with these heroes, or in this case the villains, and your objectives. Right? And as you can see, each card tells all the objectives for all the other players, which is very helpful because that way you can keep an eye on what's going on in the game. And if you see that your opponent is about to reach their objective, it might be time to do something about it. Next up, we have the player cards. See if we can take some of the plastic off. Satisfying sound of plastic coming off the different parts. So that's the Evil Queen. You see again the objective: defeat Snow White, and one of the quotes that she's famous for. And these are the different player areas that you will get when you play the Evil Queen. And you can see they're representative of the movies very well. And of course we have one for our evil voodoo priest doctor. Just the same way, some beautiful scenes from the animated movie. The themes are very, very nicely done. And real quickly, I got friends on the other side. And of course, Hades. Everybody's got a weakness. Voiced by James Woods in the movie. Takes place in the underworld. And again, Mount Olympus is right there, with the different actions that a player can do during the game. For each of the players, there will be a deck. So each player gets their own specific deck as well, which will have hero cards and fate cards that, depending on what's going on in the game, will be affecting your gameplay and will be used to reach the goals that you need to reach. Let's just take one of the decks apart and have a little look-see. I want to be careful. I found that in the original game, as beautiful as it's packaged and designed, that the cards themselves were a little fragile and really easy to get damaged. I've been looking at what is a good card protector and then still fit in the box, because that adds a lot of space. But here we go. Here's some of the cards. Zeus, Hermes. Here you see there's an item, Pegasus. And as you can see, those are the hero cards. And here are Hades' cards that he can use. So these are the tools, like a chariot once per turn. If Hades is at this location, you may move Hades and chariot to any location to perform the action. Here's the Hydra. And you'll see that there's two types of cards there, the Hades cards and the fate cards or hero cards on the other end, that will be foiling sort of your plans. And other players can play these kind of cards on your work area and kind of get in your way. So there's that. And then finally, I can already see there we have more tokens. If you have the original game, you will have plenty of these, but it never hurts to get more. And then in there is also a fate token, and that's kind of done when you play with a lot of different players. That way you don't get ganged up upon. So once you get that card played on you, you hold the token, and then nobody else can do that again in the next part. They have to wait till you use it up, and it moves on to the next player. So it's a little protection, so that way you don't get one after another played against you. And a lock, which will be applicable to some players. They have areas that are locked down until they meet a certain goal, and that's there as well. Just thick cardstock. It's very good quality, well priced, and this looks great. And I'm really excited to start trying these out and mix them up with the other villains and see how they play. We'll do another video, or a review, at least written a review later on. I hope to do a video as well, some gameplay, and get really into this. So that's the unboxing of this game, Villainous. It's now in stores. You can pick it up at Target or order it online. Wicked to the core. It's beautiful designed. And as you can see, it's a box filled with goodies for you to unpack and to look at and to really enjoy the beautiful artwork. Alright, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.